Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin broke briefly below this ascending trend line, and the current action favors that a meaningful top is in place for wave 3 up here at around 23,900, and that we make a fresh attempt to put that fourth wave in finally. We had a few attempts like that, but none of them was meaningful enough to make me consider that this is the green wave 4. Well, we considered it, but we didn't really go with it in the end. And that is, if I'm zooming out a little bit, you can see again that is the price action from the middle of December, where we moved up in a wave 1, we came down in a wave 2, and this is still the wave 3. This is for me the most likely scenario. Alternatively, we could say the wave 3 topped here already, the wave 4 here, and this was the top of the wave 5. In my opinion, here or here. My opinion, unrealistic, given, of course possible, but unrealistic given the weak retracement that we have here. Doesn't really look meaningful enough, and experience tells me if we don't have a significant wave 4 correction, a healthy wave 4 somewhere here in such a strong uptrend, that it will eventually break down. So yes, still watching if we get this fourth wave now finally. This could happen in several ways. So first of all, as I said, current price action makes me favor that a top is in place. What I'm still considering, but it doesn't really make a difference overall, is if the wave 3 topped here at 23,860 or here at 23,930. It doesn't really make a great difference to where the support area for that wave 4 is sitting, but it might become a little bit, it might become important in calculating the targets on the way down. So I will review that very closely, because it could be that, yeah, wave 3 topped here. That would be broadly in line with the Ethereum count actually, that we moved down in 3 waves in an A wave. This was a B wave, overshooting B wave, and we're now coming down in ideally an expanded flat, go below the low of the A wave. So here A wave, B wave, C wave of 4. Yeah? So that would be nice and easy then to calculate a target, because if we do that, we are looking first of all at the 1-to-1 ratio of A and C, and then we're actually talking about 22,694. Now in that scenario, however, we would be looking at a running flat. That is not the most frequent pattern. Most likely we would see here an expanded flat, which means we should favor the 1.618 extension. Then we're talking about 21.9k pretty much here. 21,918, yeah, plus minus a few dollars depending on the exchange. Now it doesn't mean we have to get there. It also doesn't mean that we couldn't go lower, right? Theoretically, the entire green area could be used, but it means if we come down, consider 21.9k level, because it could be this ABC pattern, or if the wave 3 topped here, which is also possible, then we are now coming down at, let's say, in a fresh wave 4, and we still have an A wave to do, the B wave and the C wave. So that's what I'm closely observing. But yeah, certainly action favors a more substantial top is now in place, unless we suddenly start to rally. But certainly this ending diagonal that we discussed, that basically has been invalidated now. So I wouldn't go with that anymore. More confirmation that we go down would be I mean, all we've done so far is to break below the trend line, right? We haven't even taken a previous low out. So more confirmation that we are coming down would be obtained if we break below 22,900, and then even more confirmation as soon as we break below 22,550. Yeah, and then ideally we're gonna get into this area here, which is located between 20,200 and 22,200. Good, and that's where we are, you know. And overall, the uptrend I think is still in play. I'm not entirely sure if the wave 4 is currently started, but certainly price action would make me consider that. It could also be we get one more high and come down then, but we're certainly getting exhausted here. That's also why I did consider an ending diagonal before, which is a pattern of exhaustion. So here also we broke now below the 50 level on the 4-hour RSI, something I talked about in the previous video. And we seem to be establishing ourselves below that. At the moment we're still below 50, just about at 50. yeah, and that could be another hint that we're heading here into this wave 4 correction, but it's not substantial enough, you know. But then in addition, we have that bearish crossover on the MACD, and we had the bearish divergences. So everything is, you know, screaming for a correction now in a wave 4. Now it depends on how long the bulls still have power, but I think they're losing power. And then provided we are holding the $20,200 level in general, we just need to hold it somehow. I'm still expecting a fifth wave, and that could even go, I mean, we're talking maybe even about 27K, you know, 28K. Let me just measure that. Let's say we have the wave 3 here. We peaked up there somewhere, and we come down somewhere here. Let's say we go all the way down to 20K roughly. Then we're talking here about targets between 24.9K and even 27.8. Okay, so that's sort of the range that we can then look at. We can specify that further as soon as we see the subwaves that are going to emerge. Yeah, and that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.